Okay, we are discussing about a new topic today. That is nothing but how to handle the alert box. Okay, and we know that already we have prepared a one web page. Let me show you that for you. I mean, web page. Yes. So you know this web page, right? So just I prepared this web page. Okay, earlier we used right now we are going to automate this box. How many? If you see the drop box here, you can observe the Canada, India, Japan, USA. There are four countries here. So let me write a code for this drop box, and you know the how to automate. Yesterday we discussed about how to automate using a Rediff mail, and you know that how to automate all these things. Okay, now I am going to explain about the Dropbox here. So let me write a code for the Dropbox. Okay, so before that, let me write some code to connect with the connect with the driver. System dot. You know that system is a class. System dot set property. Set property is a method. Okay, and so send keys. What is the send keys? I'm going to do that is WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver, and the value is nothing but I need to give a path for the driver, right? I need to give a path for the driver. Where is the driver path? I just placed here on my desktop right now. Just look at that. Give the path for my driver. Up to here, everyone is clear. I know that. So after that, let put a backward slash and type here Chrome driver driver.exe. Now two backward slashes are needed here, for here, for here, for here, for here, for here, and put the semicolon on the last. That's it. Okay, good to go. Well, so after that, I need to write WebDriver, and you know WebDriver is an interface. Why am I not writing that Chrome driver? Why am not writing this Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver why I'm not writing this is a class. The class contains so many methods. I don't want to use all the methods, so I want to only use a limited method, so I'm using a WebDriver is an interface. WebDriver. Why I should use unnecessary method? Using a Chrome driver, you will get so many methods. Now if you look at here, put a cursor here, just import a WebDriver package. WebDriver is an interface which belongs to org openqa.selenium. Just click that. So automatically it imported its package. So for a Chrome driver, put the cursor, that's it. And come down here, you look at this here. Change to a Chrome driver service. No, we don't want that. Change to a WebDriver. No, we don't. And it is asking that import Chrome driver. Chrome driver is a class belongs to org.openqa.selenium. Just click that, that's it. It automatically import by itself. Okay. If it is unable to import it, then you can look at here. You see here whether I downloaded the 2.5.3 version or not. You need to check with the jar file here. Okay. If it is a standalone jar is correctly installed here, everything will come here nicely. That's not a problem. Okay. So let us go ahead with this so you understand that. So now I want to driver is in reference driver dot get element to get the get method is to get method is used to get the URL. So what is my URL? This is my URL. Just copy that URL and paste there. Okay, paste here. So, so I want to maximize the screen. You can write a maximize here or here. That's up to you. Let me write driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. You need to maximize the window. Yes. Next. Next. Web element. Web element. Country. So what we are doing here, we are going to automate the how to handle the alert box. Which alert box we are going to handle? The alert box what we design my web page, HTML page. So in that I am going to automate how many countries are there. I want to know, and I want to see the which what are the countries are available here. If there is no countries are available here, it will show a test case failed. If countries are available, it will show you test case pass. Okay, so web element. So see, it is showing a red color here. Put a cursor here. It is showing that import web element. Web element Web element belongs to org.openqa.selenium package. So just it is automatically imported there. Country is equal to web element country is equal to driver dot find element. Find, we have two methods. We know that find element methods. So find element by dot xpath by dot xpath. So which one we want? Xpath. So I want to find the xpath of that. Go the just just go to the application where you open. Just right click there. You can see here inspect element with a firebug. No, I want a fire path. Why xpath? Xpath is very simple techniques to use that. See, there is an xpath here. Just copy this xpath here. Copy this xpath and paste there. So just paste there. That's it. So at last semicolon. Don't forget the semicolon. Look at that. Yeah. So select country, I am telling that select is a class. Let me explain more about this select and everything. Select is a class. Remember that select is a class, belongs to which package? Select is a class. Create select is showing all these things. So select is a class. Country underscore drop down. So I am going to look at the drop down is equal to just country underscore drop down is a reference. That's it. You can write whatever you want, or you can write country underscore dd drop down, whatever. Okay, is equal to new select. Sorry, new select. Inside that, I will place country as a parameter. Country semicolon. That's it. Why it is showing an error? Look at this here. It is asking import select is a class belongs to org.openqselenium.support UI package. Okay, just click that. See, automatically support UI package has imported here. So this is the package. This is the package for select class. Select is a class. Okay. Okay. Let's go for in depth of this right now. Okay. Let me go for in depth of this right now. So what do you mean by in depth of this explanation? The in depth of this explanation is, so what we done, we open the HTML to automate that. We open the HTML to automate. This is an HTML page. I want to automate this drop down here. This drop down, I want to automate that. If we use a WebDriver interface, we will see only two methods. Okay, what are the two methods? Let me check it out right now. If let me write about this line because I'm explaining line to line. So why am people will ask you this question? Why are you using WebDriver? I already explained you that very limited methods for WebDriver. So see, look at here. So let me type here. If we use very keen about what we are discussing here. If we use a WebDriver interface, what happen? If we use instead of WebDriver here, instead of WebDriver, if I use a Chrome driver, what is the thing? Just I will show you right now. So if we use the WebDriver interface, use the WebDriver interface, we will see only two methods. What are the two methods we will see? Two methods. They are okay. Let me write here. What are the methods? They are number one, find element method. Okay, this is one method. And the next one is find elements method. These two methods only you can see. Okay, let us look at that. If you see that only, okay, yes. Just go here, put a cursor here. Let me take it out of everything here right now. So find element. Do one thing for you. Copy this. Take out that. Okay. Now put here. If you put a dot here, see dot. You will see an elements called find element and find elements, right? So WebDriver has, see, look at here. WebDriver has only two methods, find element and another WebDriver having another method called find elements. Okay. So if you see other than that, if you see here, and it is showing another one, WebDriver get current URL, WebDriver get page source, WebDriver get title, and all these things. Okay. So let me go for, if it is a Chrome driver, let's look at that. If it is a Chrome driver, what are the methods we can see? We can see number of methods. If it is a Chrome driver, let us look at this here. Dot. See, look at here. See, if it is a Chrome driver, you will see find element. So 1 minute. Let me drag this here. Yeah. Remote WebDriver. Okay. See, so many methods you can see if you use a Chrome driver. See, set file director. Okay, using a Chrome driver, and set location Chrome driver. Okay, so this is for remote WebDriver. Okay, so if you see the lot of methods you can see when you use a Chrome driver. Okay, so let me write WebDriver. So we don't want unwanted methods. We want only specific methods what we are going to use. Okay, so WebDriver. So I think you understand this part. So if you see here, find element and find elements. Okay, so see this obj object, I told you object class is a super class for every class. So equals method belongs to object class. So let me, perfect. So you understand that part. Using a Firefox driver, we will get the so many methods, right? Firefox driver or a Chrome driver, we will get so many methods. So if you use WebDriver, we'll get one limited methods. Like main methods are, so main methods in that WebDriver methods are find element, find elements. Okay. Next one, let me talk about. Some people are asking about what is the meaning of this by and what is the meaning of this XPath. Okay. Instead of, sometimes people, I used to write earlier, I used to write like ID, right? ID. I used to write ID. Okay. So right now I'm writing about XPath. Now let me speak about more about this. This question also will ask in interview. By find element, what is this find element? They'll ask you. You need to tell driver is a reference variable. Find element is a method which belongs to WebDriver interface. Okay. Next, what is by and what is ID? Let me talk about by and ID also. Okay. So it's very important question. By is a class. Please understand that by is a class. It has, let me write it. It has so many methods. It has so many static methods. It has so many static methods. You know about a static methods. For a static method in Java, no need to create any object. You remember that, right? Yeah. So static method, you say static methods. So ID is one of the static methods. ID, ID is a static method. It's one of the static method. Static method. I think you understand the depth of the by and ID also. Static method. Whatever the ID we give, it will find the element with this ID and it will return you the web element. So let me write that also. So whatever I speak right now, let me put it on the lines. Okay. Let me say whatever the ID, let me say whatever the ID. So next program, I don't want to explain all these things. I will go some little bit faster. So I am explaining here. So now you understand the meaning of a by. If anybody asks what is by is a class. What is ID? ID is a static method in a by class. Okay, very nice. Whatever the ID we give, let me say like this, we give, it will return you the web element. What do you mean by web element here? In a web page, everything is a web element, right? India is a web element, Japan, USA, all these are called web elements, right? That is mean by web element. Okay, in a web page, every element is a web element. Okay, no need to confuse about it. Next, that's what I mean. So you understand that. So let me give an example. Web element, country, driver. So let me explain about this right now. Web element country is equal to driver dot find element by dot id. Okay, so web element country is equal to driver dot find element by id. Now you understand the meaning of this entire thing, right? So let me go for next one. Select. So this line is clear for you. This line is entirely clear for you. Okay, now it is an XPath. Earlier we used to write an ID. Why we are not using ID? Why we are using XPath? XPath is every time it's better to use an XPath. Why? You have so many IDs in a web application. Okay, so sometimes the web application has 3 or 4 IDs. Then you will confuse which ID belongs to this. So it's better. So everything has used with the XPath. Okay, so if you use XPath, every element has its unique XPaths. So XPath is a better way to use than ID. Okay, so XPath. Now what is an XPath right now here? XPath is, this is an XPath here. Already you understand XPath there. Now let's go for the next line. Now an explanation of this line. What do you mean by this line right now? Okay, let me explain it. Select. What do you mean by select here? I told you already select is a class. Okay, let me type here. Select is the class. Is the class. Is sorry. Is a class. Is a class. Okay. Let me say select is a class. We are creating. We are creating object of select class. We are creating object for select class coming from which package? I already told you, coming from the package. The package. Which package it is coming from? This is the package, right? It is coming from this package. So okay, it is coming from this package. Okay, the coming from package of org.openqa.selenium.support UI select. Okay, it is coming from this package. Okay, coming from this package UI support.ui package. Okay, well, so you understand nicely about it. What is this country underscore drop down? It's just a reference. That's it. It's just a reference. Okay, and class will come from different packages. We are selecting only from this. Classes will come from different packages, but select will come from this particular package. Okay, so next what I'm doing here, I'm passing a country here. Okay, that's what I mean, passing the country. Okay, so this reference I'm passing here. Now you understand the meaning of that. Let me call some methods like get options method. Okay, call the get option method and it will returns you the list of web elements, right? So let me write about that and I'll explain that line also and we will go quicker.
Anil, sorry, I had a quick question.
Yeah, tell me.
This is about this package, line 20, the package org.openqa.selenium.
Mm-hmm.
We got the package right now. This package has to pre-exist for us to get this package in this class, correct?
Yes, correct. It should be pre-exist. Okay, it's already pre-existed because already Java. You look at this Java JRE. Okay, this
Yeah.
Java JRE is full of libraries. This library contains thousands of packages. So already this package exists in this library. Already it's pre-exist in this library. That's what the greatness
Okay.
of Java is, that Java is made up of so many libraries. Libraries are made up of. That's what you can open this. Okay, you want that package, just open this jar. Inside the jar you will see these are all the pre-existed packages. See, look at these
Okay.
packages.
It came from there. Okay. So if I start, let's say, if I want to reproduce what you're doing right now, it will exist in my system as well.
Yes, it will
Okay.
exist in your
Got
system
it.
as well. Okay, and you can look
Okay.
at this
Thanks.
package, whatever the jar. See, libraries contains a jar contains the
Yeah.
thousands of packages. So this package
Okay.
will exist any one of this jar. Okay, I think you
Okay.
understand
Got
it.
it. Okay. Thanks.
A good question. You can ask the questions like that because even some people shy to ask the question, then their questions also clarified because you are asking these questions. Nice. Okay, I think you understand
Absolutely.
that what exactly I'm talking
Okay.
about.
Yeah. Let's proceed.
Yeah, list. Next, let's go for the list. I told you what is a list. List is an interface, correct? List, web element, web element. Okay, now let us look at this. See, this is web element is going to see whenever you see return type, we are storing in the integer or we are storing into the double or something like that. But here, list web element will store. It is going to store, like let us say, let me write that right now. Values is equal to, let me say, country. So let me copy this and paste it here. The reference, copy here and paste it here. Reference dot get. See here, you can see get all selected options. Get options, go with the get options. Okay, so get all selected options also gives a web elements, and get options also gives a web elements. Okay, so you can use any one of that. So get options, I'm using a get options here. So get options is one of the method. I'll speak about that also. So this also you understand it. Now list is an interface. I told you list is an interface which belongs to, again, see, another package, org.openqa.gt.html. There is another package called java.awt. Okay, next you see list belongs to java.util. Okay, so list is an interface which belongs to java.util, and it is also there in a gt.html. It is also there java.awt. Any one of this package you can import, no problem. So if you say java, list always belongs to java.util package. Okay, so it's better to import this package java.util. Already package imported there. And next, web element. Okay, look at this web element. I'm going to import the web element in this package. So Yes. So for web element, this is a package. Okay. For list, java.util. Where is that java.util package for a list? Yes, java.util. Okay. You can see java.util.list. In this package, the list contains. Okay. List is an interface. Already we discussed about that. Well, so what is the purpose of this list? What is the purpose of this list? List in terms of web element. Okay. So what is the greatness of this list? Let me check how many values we have. Okay. To identify number of values, we will use this list. Okay. Next, if you see earlier, int size is equal to, let me type it for that for you. So it is for, let me check how many values it has. So when you see here, we know how many elements, web elements we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 web elements. Okay, for that, if there is 100 elements, it will store 100 elements. It will store this list web element will store 100 elements here. Right now it is storing only 4 elements. Okay, I want to check how many web elements here in the Dropbox. So I will use this. Okay, to store that. Next, coming to the int size is equal to values dot size size is a method, and sysout system.println total values. So how many values? Total values 4 or 5 I need to print. Total values in Dropbox. Okay, so plus size. What is the size? Size is a reference. Yeah. So we can write if else condition or a for loop. Right now let me write a for loop here to list down all the values. We are writing a for loop. So int I is equal to 0. So from starting of the Dropbox, that's why I write int I is equal to 0 starting from the Dropbox. So I less than size. Okay, size I plus plus. So you know that for a body for the for loop is entered here. So web element is equal to values dot get method. See, to get all the values, we have a method called get method. Say I. Okay, whatever the I after an post increment, what is the value of I? That value will come here. Next semicolon. Next string name is equal to element dot get text. Here get text semicolon. I need a system dot out dot println. Let me system dot out dot println. Names are, I want to get all the names of the countries. If it is 100 countries are there in that drop down box, I will get all the names. Names of the all countries. Countries are plus name. Why name? Name is a reference variable. All the countries names are in the form of a string, right? They are string. So Okay, next after that I need to write driver.quit. Driver.quit. It will quit the browser. After showing everything, it will quit the browser. It will quit automatically. If you write close, it will close only the current browser. So this is what I think you understand. This is what I written here. So select is a class. You understand list. What are the list of the web elements present in that web application? So int size. Okay, what is the size of that? Next values dot size. About this right now. Okay, we will go in depth of this explanation right now. Look at that. So you understand the select and everything right now. This country underscore dropdown is just a reference variable. That's what I am telling you so many times. Better see the beginning class of our Java classes. I explained nicely about all these things, right? Okay. Now let me explain about this line. I'm going to explain about this line right now. So if we call the get option method, sorry, get option options, not option, options method, and it will return you the list of web elements. What it will do, it will this method is going to return you the list of web elements, right? Whenever it going to return the web element list of web elements, these web elements will store here. It will go and store here automatically. Okay, so this is the purpose. So it will return you all the web elements, and the web elements are going to store in the list web element. Next, if I use get all the select options, let me say here like this. Okay, let me say, if you look at this here, say dot here, look at this. You are seeing get all selected options. It is also going to return you the web element and get options. See, both are going to return the same list of web elements. Both are going to return you the same list of web elements. Why I am using these and what is the purpose of this? Let me talk about that also. Get all selected options method will also return you the list of web elements. Okay, you can use any. That's what I told you. You can use any one of them. So I'm using this one right now. So semicolon there. Okay. Now, if you look at the drop down, okay, in the drop down, everything is a web element, right? That's what I told you. If you look at the drop down, this everything is a web element. That's what I told you. The next one I want to tell you that by default, Selenium people store web element in a here. If you look at this list web element, every time we are seeing that something is here to store something. Right now, the Selenium guys are introduced list of web element to store the return value of the get option method. Okay, so it's a by default in Selenium to store the web element. How to get the values from it? How to get the values from it? To get the values from it, we will use this line of code to get the values. Okay. Now I think you understand this also. Web elements are for using a size method. Okay. You look at the size method here. This is a size method. Method in the collections. So what you call this as the size method belongs to collection class. Very, very important. Where is so they won't ask you this much of depth, but you need to remember that. Okay. So let me write size method. Size is a method. Size method belongs to collection class. Collections class. So this is also you understand. Now what about this right now here? So system.out. So validation, it's something like a validation. Whatever the values we have, it will count and return you the same. Currently we have four, like you know that I already told you that. So this line is going to return you that, okay, this is a method. This method will return this method. So I told you that this method will return the values and it will store in the list of web elements. Here also size is a method, it will return and this will store everything on the, it's an integer type and it will store on the size. So that's what I mean. So whatever this method is written, it will store here. The store value will display here. Now that is the meaning of that. And for loop, you understand I is equal to 0. We know that the drop box starts from 0. Array list of arrays. Already I told you list of arrays 0, 1, 2, 3, something like that. Okay. So I is less than size. What do you mean by I is less than size? Okay. If a size, this method will return some value here, whether 4 or 5 or 3. Let us say it returns the value of 3. 3 here, 3 will store here. And I is less than 3 means 0 is less than 3. Yes, correct, right? I plus plus, it will increment automatically. Okay, that's what it happened. Web element is equal to values dot get method, and whatever the I value you are getting here, it will store here and it will return and return back to the web element. And string name is equal to element dot text. Okay, let me execute this program and you'll understand what exactly. Let me execute this program.
For loop is to check the size, right?
Yes, yes. So it open the
Okay.
web page and see here, close, quit. I already written it to open the web page and it counted the number of web elements there and it quit automatically because I write a code called quit, right? Driver.quit will automatically, let me run once again. Let us look at that. Okay, it is running right now. It's maximized by itself. It enters the HTML page URL and it will quit. So after quitting, so let us look at that. What is the console is displaying for us? So it is showing so many errors here and total values of Dropbox is 4. Name of the all countries are Canada. Okay, Canada and rest of things will come, right? Like Canada, India, Japan. But it is showing an error. Let us look at the error. If you are getting a more errors, that is the time to challenge yourself to get it completed. Okay, now look at that right now. So org, OPQ or remote session found exception. See, this is an exception thrown. It is telling that org openqa selenium dot remote sessions not okay. This package is thrown out. So which line it is? Look at the line 179. So the line is in the elect box class. 39th line is wrong. Okay, go with the 39th line. Where is 39th line? This line. It is talking about this line. Okay, so only 39th. Any other lines are there? Let's look at that. We have only total lines 41. Okay, so you got error there. So 39th line is going a string name. Same program we done it earlier, I think. Go ahead with this. Go ahead with this. No. A9 generic array list. Okay. Okay. So if you look at this right now, system.driver. Let me type here. Okay. Driver.quit here. So when you type the driver.quit there, and let me execute the program. It is running the program here. So open the browser by itself. Quit. Okay, now it looks nice, right? What is the mistake we done? We just written here driver.quit. You should write driver.git quit after the for loop. So for loop is closed here. After that you can write. So look at here nicely. Again run once again fast. So starting Chrome driver started, opened. So these are the mistakes you need to identify. Okay. So don't write driver.quit inside the for loop. You should write outside the for loop. Look at this right now. This is your console. So total values in drop down box is 4. Yes or no? 4. What is the name of the countries? Names of the all countries are Canada, India, Japan, USA. Is that clear to everyone? Well, so this is what I just find out the number of, okay, same you can do with a different web application. Okay, this is your homework. Do with a different web application, like go to the Rediff mail or whatever the mail you want, just go there and do the same code into there and execute the code. So what only you need to do that is just give the, just this is everything is same, like you need to give a driver path. Next one, you need to give rediffmail.com here. Next, take the X path from that particular point and then do it. Okay, here we have only 4. Okay, we have only 4 here, we have only 4 countries here. If you take any other web application, you have see around 300 countries, right? All the 300 countries will display here automatically. Okay, all the 300 countries will display automatically here. Where is the, let me see, console. Okay, see here, how many countries we have? Only 4 countries. All the 4 countries are displayed nicely. Okay, so every code is very important. Don't write driver.quit inside the for loop. Okay, let's go with the next line. Let me continue the code here. So that is all about that. Okay, so let me say here, make a dummy of this right now for a while and dummy of this for a while. So let me write a code here, and 1 minute. Okay, so let me write here, if inside the for loop I am writing a if loop, if name, what is the name of the, let me explain first. Let me write name dot, see here, name dot, what is the method it is showing here? Name dot equal ignore case. Would you like to equal ignore case, or you want equal case? Equal, it should compare the 2 countries. Okay, let me go for first equal. Okay, after that we will go for equal ignore case, whatever. Okay, let me go for, where is this method equal ignore? Okay, let me type here equal ignore case or equals, whatever you want. Equal ignore case. Okay, sometimes you can write the country name capital, sometimes you write, okay, equal dot equal, yes, equal ignore case. Next, let me write, will it contains USA or not? I want to check will it contains USA or not. Okay, if the web application contains USA, so now I am doing for validation. Now yes, it contains USA, so it will show us test case pass, right? So okay, so if status, let me write like this, status is equal to true, okay. Next, system dot out dot, if status is true, test case is passed. Let me write test case is passed, test case is passed. Next, let me write, so test case else, if it is not there, else fail, right? If it is there, pass. If it is not there, throw the fail test case. Okay, else let me say system dot It's just our English vocabulary. You need to understand. It's just a logical things to do that. If it is not there, just show fail. That's it. Test case is fail. Sorry. Test case failed. Right. So this is the thing right now. Now it is showing error here. Let me look at the error here. Create a local variable status. It is asking to create a local variable called status here. So what I need to do to create that status? Okay. So test case is failed and everything is gone. So let me write here system.out.println. Let me write is USA exist exists in drop down plus status. Okay, so the question here is that status cannot be resolved to a variable. Okay. So what I will write here is on the top of this for loop, let me write boolean. Oh, I need to mention it's a boolean type, right? Boolean status is equal to false or whatever. So what type of status? Yeah, status is a boolean type, right? I need to mention this. Or let me say status. Wherever you can write there. Okay. So status is a boolean type. I need to mention that. What type of? It's an integer type or it's a short type. It's a boolean type. So that's what it is showing the error here. So everything is perfectly. The status spelling here is wrong. Please careful about that also even. Status. Yes. Okay. So everything is perfectly aligned. So it is showing that if USA is there, so equal ignore case. So if I write equal, if I write only equal here, then what happens, this USA and that USA in the web application should match. If it is capital U and the web application says it's in a web application USA, say all USA, 3 letters are capital, right? If I write equal ignore case, it will ignore it. If I write equal, these 3 letters also in the capital letter, 100%. And this also cap letter, then it will both will match and it will show you the error also. I will show you that case also. Just look at that right now. Just run the program. So it's again thrown the exception. Look at this. Alert box dot 55th line. Oh, this is a line, right? 55th line. Just take it out of that. So it is asking more. Okay. Yes. System dot again this line it is showing. The local variable status may not have been initialized. Already initialized. Else, okay. After that, quit. Status is initialized. So 1 minute. Local variable status may not be initialized. Okay. So everything is initialized. Perfect. I initialized a status as a false, right? Okay, it's a by default I'm telling as a status as a false. Now it is not showing anything. Let's run the program. So it's open the browser. So it will quit automatically by itself. It will check quit. Okay, so see here. Total values in Dropbox are 4. Test case is failed. Test case is failed. Why it is failed? Let us see. Is USA exists in dropdown false? Okay, so it is telling that USA dropdown false. Okay, why it is showing that? So let us look at that nicely. So okay, so is that visible to everyone? Okay, let me see. Let me type here. Status is equal to true. Ignore case. Okay. Test case passed. Test case failed. Okay. So you can see here total values in a drop down for Canada. Test case failed. Okay. Names are India. Test case failed. Names are Japan. Failed. Names are USA. Test case passed. In USA exists in drop down. Yes, true. Yes or no? That's what we written here. Let me say if it is other than this Sri Lanka. Let me write. If you write Sri Lanka here, and if I write Sri Lanka here, let us run the program. So you can see that is Sri Lanka exists in drop down is false, right? Drop down does not exist in Sri Lanka, so it is failed. Next, names are Canada, test case failed. Names are India, test case failed. Names are Japan, test case failed. Names are USA, test case failed. Okay, now we are asking only prescribably about the Sri Lanka. Let us look at this right now in a different scenario. So test case failed, test case pass. Okay, let me say equal case dot equals okay equals USA USA. Okay. If I write small letters, it will throw you a it will say fail because that is not going to match with USA there. See, USA is failed. Why it is USA is failed? Okay, let me do one more thing here for you. If I say USA here, USA. Okay. So names are USA, test case is passed. Look at this, only this, okay? So names are USA, test case is passed. We are looking at only for one web element, not all the web elements, right? So I written a code. People, now you have a doubt, right? See, in the drop down there is a Canada. Why it is failing here? In a drop down there is a India. Why it is failing here? Because I written the code only for one web element. I written the code only for one web element. Okay, not all the web elements. Next program I will write for all the web elements. Okay, right now I written only the code for only one web element. That's what it's showing. It is only the pass. The rest of things are failed because I need to include some more code to show you at a time all the web elements. Okay, next program we will do that. So it is showing that USA test case is failed. The same thing. This, why it is showing test case is passed? Equals means this should be equal to the web page. So in the web page USA is capital, so these two are equal. So if in the equal ignore case, if it is small or capital, doesn't matter for that. That is the difference between equal and equal ignore case. If I say look at that equal ignore case, equal ignore, let me say like this, dot equal, where is that equal ignore case? Equal, yes, it is there here, equal ignore case. Now run the program. Doesn't matter for that. You run the program. USA is capital here. Let me say USA small. All are small. Okay. Run the program. It will test case will pass. It should pass. Okay. Now see here. Names are USA. Name are USA. Test case is passed. Whether it's a capital or small doesn't matter for this method because it's a equal ignore case method. If it is only equal, then run the program. Now it is failed. That is how you need to validate the things. If I use this method, what happens? If I use this method, what? See here, it is failed automatically. I think you can see this also even. So let us better keep equal ignore case. Okay. Most of the times they'll always use a cap. Most of the times we use the code as equal ignore case. You need to know when we should use equal ignore case, when you should use equal case. That depends upon requirements also. Okay. Now equal ignore case, the test case is going to be passed. So I think you understand these electro box also. Okay. So let us go for new program. I think any doubts here? Okay. Let me go for new the next program. Now here, let me show you the. So right now we discussed about, previously we have seen list in terms of web elements, right? Now we are going to discuss about list in terms of string. Okay, let me say list. Oh, let me say list. List string is my class. Okay, so let us explain about this right now. So again, you know that same story. Same story. Just copy these things there. Okay, next, copy the things there. All these things are copied there itself. Let me copy all these things up to where I want to copy up to the all these things, country, everything. Yes, copy this everything. So that's, we are reusing this, right? We are reusing all these things here. Okay, so this is out. Okay, so up to here you are keen about it. So yes, web element country, select country DD, select country Dropbox also. Let me copy this also, list web element value and everything up to here. Just copy this also even. Yes, we copied that also. Okay, see, we are using in the different program also. Right now our agenda is to, so that is for web element. Previous program is for web element. Now right now list in terms of string. Okay, so let me say list string so I want to compare actual is equal to new array list. Yesterday we discussed about array list. Okay, you know that array list is a class, belongs to java.util. Okay, now let me go for for loop web element let's say ele element value. For loop has its body, right? In the body let me write string text value is equal to ele dot get text is the method. I can use get text method. Okay, next actual 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 dot add method. Okay, add which method you want to add text values. Okay, let me say add text values semicolon. Next let me say, so up to here is clear, for loop is clear. Now the string type, what are the values? String this is on actual, and now I'm going to write same thing expected. So this is for actual and this for expected. Okay, let me write expected here. Expected okay, expected underscore value dot add. Expected is India, right? India semicolon. Okay, now it is asking expected underscore value, where is this right now? expected underscore value is a reference variable. Let me write here. Well, let me write expected. That's enough. Why you want expected value? Okay. How many countries are there? We have we have USA, we China, Japan, right? If if actual dot equals what is an expected? Sorry. Okay. It should be pass. Let me say test case pass. Test case pass. Else fail. It should show all these things. Now you understand right now, right? Earlier, I did not given all these things. I given only one web element. Okay, now I am giving all the web elements. Other than this, it is fail test case. Else, again loop for the else. Sorry. Fail. Next. Driver dot quit. Okay, everything is fine. So up to here already you know at the top. Right now we are discussing about get text. It will go return. This get text method is going to return the string value, and actual is this. Okay, all the text values should display. That is an actual. Okay, expected also should equal, right? Expected actual both should be meet. If it meets, test case will pass, or else it will fail. So let us run the program. Okay, test case is failed. Okay. Why test case failed? Look at that then. So if you look at test case is failed because in the web application, see, these are all small letters. These are all cap letters. These are all cap letters. These are all cap letters. Canada is only all small letters. Make it like that because I kept an equal case. Okay, let me go. If it is equal ignore case, let me look at that. It is that equal ignore case. Hmm. Expected and get options. Everything is okay. Okay. Hmm. Oh, okay. drop down list actual is new. Okay, values. Here, let me write where is it? Yeah, here, look at here. So let me write here equal ignore case, then it will pass. Equal, so let me add actual dot equal ignore equal ignore case. Okay, it's not taking at all. 1 minute. Actual dot actual dot is an equals equal ignore case. Let me say only equals then. Only it is showing equals. Okay, so we need to stick with the equals only. Okay, so it's okay then what we do, just Canada is we left with Canada, we will just give a Canada also there. Okay, let me all Canada is a small letter. China, Japan equals India, USA, China, Japan, everything. Okay, let me run once again. Test case is failed. Dot equals expected value else fail. India, Japan, USA. Acha. China is not there, right?
China and
China and only China is not there. That's it.
no, but that's true. India, can you check the capitals are small?
Oh, let me check that also. Correct. All are capitals. Here I kept one small. Perfect. So everything is capital, right? And DIA. Thank you very much. So let me run right now. Now it will pass. Browser open. It validate all the things. Again, test case fail. So USA is okay. Japan is okay. Canada is okay. So take out this then. Okay, let me dummy here. Let me run the program. Something go wrong. So let me say equal ignore case equals, sorry, ignore case okay. If let me say here as actual dot equals, is there any equal ignore case method here? No, I did not find any equal ignore case method here. Equals, only equals method is there. Oh, okay, let us work with the equals only. So let me make this also dummy. Yeah, let me run the program USA Japan, and afterwards we will solve this. Still it is showing the fail because now I understand the problem. Expected value, okay, and these two are meeting or not. Actual and expected are meeting or not. Expected value is this, and what is an actual value? In the array list, the actual value is not meeting the expected, so the test case is going to fail. So what we need to do with that? So nothing to do with this right now. So actual should meet with the expected, right? So it is not meeting, that's why it is showing an, so web elements. So in this web element, consider drop down drop options. Okay, these two are not meeting at all, so that's what it is throwing you the fail test case. Okay, so if these two are meeting, so actually is meeting with expected text values. Let me print once again and we'll verify this whether our actual values are what we print earlier. Mm, let me print whether it is coming with so 1 minute. Let me print the values here right now. Okay, what I do, just I will let me print once again. All the values are correct with the actual values. So int size, everything is okay. Now, where is my for loop here? Drop down size. Okay, take it this, take it that. So okay, so mm, If also I should keep the things. Perfect. Now let me check all the things are working fine or not. Okay. Mhm. What we done earlier, just look at this, take it out everything. Paste it here for a while. Okay. Now let me write a code here. String name is equal to element dot get text system dot println. Yes, everything is correct. So why it is showing error here? When we was done, we did not see. Shit. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Names. Names are names of the countries are name. Perfect. Now let me look at that. Total names in Dropbox are 4. Again, why it is showing error here? Okay, for loop status. Where is my status? Boolean status is false. Okay, let's take out this. Hmm. Int size is equal to everything is correct. Correct. Oh. Already we discussed about inside the for loop. Don't no need to keep this, right? We should not keep that. Outside of that. Now you will get all the values. Now let us check. All the countries are displaying or not. Yes. Are Canada, India, Japan, USA. Everything is displaying nice. So why it is showing? So are Canada, India. Oh, working fine, everything is working fine.
Going odd guess, I don't think so.
What Pandu?
Maybe the sequence of the order Canada, India, and USA, Japan, or Japan, USA. USA, I think last, right?
Oh, you're talking about an order? 1 minute.
Yeah, can you check there? USA is in the last. Yeah, Canada, India,
Yeah.
Japan, and USA. Yeah, you check that one.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see.
Maybe let me. Yeah. It should be order also. Yeah. Let me say
Yeah, maybe
Canada,
that
India,
will show
Japan,
here.
USA. Yeah. Maybe that. Let me check it out. That. Good guess. Okay, Canada first, India, Japan, USA. Canada, India, Japan here. Let me see. Japan, USA. USA. Okay, let me run the program. Still, still it is failed. Let us debug right now. Let me show how to debug it. Even most of the times I did not show you the debugs. Let me show you the debug. What happens? What is a debug? See, this is a debug. You need to double click here. You will see a point here. Now let me debug here. Right click, run as debug as Java application. When you debug the Java application, it will show you where we are going to debug it. So look at this here. If actual dot equals expected underscore value, okay, look at that. Okay, so type F6. If you type F6 here, okay, just press the F6, or you can press F6 and or else you can press here also. You see the two top corners. So look at there. So array list ID is equal to 67. Canada, India, Japan, USA expected. And what is actual? You should click on the actual. Yes, both are meeting. Both are meeting, but our test case is failing. We got it. So what we done the mistake is that, see, remember the mistakes here. What we done is that I nonsensely given the double quotations here. That is what the mistake here. I given the double quotation. So it is taking as a string. If I given a double quotations here like this, it is taken as a string. Okay, now it is, now you should remove the double quotations here. That's what we done the mistake. Oh, these are the small, very, very small mistakes in companies. It irritates your brain really. See now? So now, uh, yeah, that is the mistake what we done. Run this. Now you can see this. Web browser open nicely and close down. Test case pass. Okay, perfect. So see the mistakes what we are doing each and every time. It's like a okay. So we should be very careful about the syntax. Okay. Now let me go for the another program. Now this program is all about for multiple web elements. If it is more than one web element, how to write a program for this? Okay, so I think you are clear with this right now. Struggled for a lot for to complete that. Okay, so let me go for another program. Okay, look at this here. So let me say I'm writing a program for multiple web elements. If it is more than one web element, multiple web elements. Okay, multiple web elements. So I'll use the code, reuse the code here. Again, I'll reuse the code what I used earlier. Reuse the code. This web driver.manage get list to here web. Up to here is okay with me. That's it. Good to go. Okay, so let me type up to here. So okay, now list is an interface. Web element or let me say all links is a reference. That's it. Is equal to driver dot find let me use elements here right now. Elements by dot yeah find. So you know that locators we have a tag name, right? Let me use the tag name. Okay, yeah. Semicolon here. So by, yes, I imported a class for that. By list, I need to import a package, util package imported. Web element is also one package imported. All the packages are imported nicely. So tag name. So you know the attributes, right? In a web page you have an attributes, like a tag name is one of the attribute. So let me say system.out.println hi Anil Kumar, total links are so what is our total links? It will find the number of links. Okay, copy that. Okay, dot size, it will use size also. Size, you know that size is a method, belongs to collection class, right? Size. For loop for web element web element tle dot all links for loop, say like that. href, you know that href, right? All this we discussed earlier about href also. href href for each link is dot get attribute href. Okay, this is it will find all the links of the web page. See what is for this entire web page, it will find the links. That is the meaning of that. And if I want to find the images, how many images are there in this entire web page, it will find the number of images of this web page also. Okay, let me write a code for find the number of images of this web page. Same web element. So let me say all images here. All images. All images. Driver dot find elements dot tag name. Say tag name img. Image is the tag name. It will identify all the images in that web page. See, say hi Anil Kumar, total images are. It will show you the total images. Images are images. Let me write a for loop for here. Web element ele all images now dot println. Let me copy this. Href for each link is plus attribute, and we want a source file for that. Source scr or src. Source file is src. So src. That is what we want. Okay. Let's run the program. Did I given driver dot quit? I don't think so. I did given driver dot quit. It's not given. See here. This is the links. All the links. Hi Anil Kumar. Total links are 28 links. In my web page, how many links are there? It is counted. See how many links are there? Href Canada Immigration .blogspot is one link. Href for each link is null. Selenium.hq.org is one link. These many links are there. See, it's fine. It identified, right? It identified all the links. Next, it should identify the images also, right? Let me identify the images also. Let me write to identify the images also, like input tags. Oh, sorry. Input tags. Input. So let me say hi Anil, total inputs plus input tags, this one, dot size. Okay, after this driver dot quit. After showing, I'm telling that driver dot quit. Dot quit. That's it. So let me run the program and we will discuss.
In the method. Anil, the driver dot one question.
Yeah. Tell me. So just
You
one,
have written the
yeah, just 1 minute, 1 minute. See, look at this right now. So hi Anil Kumar, total links are 28 links identified. What are the 28 links? It is showing all the 28 links here. And images. Hi Anil Kumar, total images are 6. Okay. So these are all the image related links. These are all image related links. And hi Anil, total inputs are 6. 6 inputs we given. So it is showing everything. Okay, if you want, what are the 6 images? Let me take this link, copy this link and open the browser. Okay, hit it. Okay, let me check it out once again. So take this one. It's a HTML page, right? So okay, no problem. So what you identified, we identified that total images are 6, right? So okay, 1 minute. Sorry. Okay, so what we identified this. So we identified that total links are 28 and the links are given here and total images are 6. All the related for the images links are given here and the total inputs are 6. That's what we got it. And that's it. That's how the end of this program.